and we're working our same theme of Native American art. And today we're making a simple line design using Native American imagery. Here we have our eagle, and you should be receiving a paper that already has a pre-drawn eagle for you, just in black. And the first thing you want to do is with your pencil, for this sample I'll be using a marker. It's divided into 4 sections, like this. So I have, each corner will be a different design. And then on some corners, for example, for this example, it kind of echoes the eagle. And when I'm thinking Native American art, I'm making bold line designs. So you can see I'm kind of following the design, the lines of this side of the eagle, the bottom part. In this upper part, I'm going to echo a copy of this line design. So I'm going to have the curve of the head and the straight lines of the wing. And again, use markers, crayons, whatever you have. Right now I'm using a black marker. And now I have that drawn. And see, I'm going to go ahead and do this bottom corner. It could be any way you want to do it too. You can do to the echo the image, or you can do dots. And some I'm using straight lines in black. Actually, I'm using a broken line because there's empty space between the lines, like I did in this corner. And on this side, I'm using something called stippling, which just pretty much means you're making dots on your paper. And when I stipple, if you use a marker, try not to just jam the marker on your paper, because that would damage your marker, and you'll be jamming this into your marker, and it'll dry up faster, and it'll no longer be good. So just lightly dot your paper, as I am doing right here. And the cool thing is too, you can make the dots closer together, maybe towards the image, so it looks darker, and then farther away from the image to make it look lighter. And I'll do the stippling corner first. You can see how the closer to the eagle, it's closer together, the dots, and the further away, the dots get farther away from each other. And for the stippling corner, I'm going to use 2 colors, a black to make it darker, and then I'm going to use another color. So I'm going to use blue. Again, use any color you like. And the blue marker, I'm going to do with the black marker. I'm going to put the blues close together, closer to the eagle. And you see, I'm just putting it on the paper. I'm not stabbing it against the paper. I'm just pressing against it. This way, so your marker can last longer. Because we want to keep our image kind of bold and graphic, like a lot of Native American art. But I mean, you can also go a little non-traditional if you want to add like hearts or clouds. It's up to you. But for my example, I'll keep it a little more traditional. So you see how my stippling part here in this corner. And then now I'm going to use the red marker to make my bottom right corner. So all we do is pretty much coloring one section red. This is one reason why you don't want to press your marker too hard, because you can also use the side of your marker if you want to color in bolder areas quicker than using the point of your marker. you can see I'm using the side of my marker to cover more space faster. Then I do my upper left corner a different color. I'll use, as the same color as my example, I'll just use orange. And all I did is, again like the red, just alternate my color. Then I'm going to do my left bottom corner, and I use green in my example, so I'll use green for this one too. And all I did was make a line next to my black line. And you can use any color you want, and you can use any line direction you want. You can use straight, curvy, curly, wavy, thick lines, thin lines, any kind of line direction you want to use to make any kind of pattern. And for the middle part, just to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to just do a quick bold outline with my brown. And maybe you want to use thinner lines, or you want to make it a little more brighter. It's up to you what you want to use, and again, you don't have to use markers. You can use whatever you have. Crayons, colored pencils. Maybe if you have like paint, you could do it too. On this paper, paint will be a little bit tricky because it may wrinkle your paper. And I'm going to do one more line design echoing my bird shape. I'm going to use purple to complete my project. And this time I'm using the point. The points for a little bit more for detail or thinner lines. And at the end, I have my piece done of my Native American line art. I have two samples here, and again, you can just choose whatever line design you like, whatever colors, or use whatever materials they have. And that completes today's lesson, and thank you for joining me this time, and we'll continue our Native American week at our next project.